Welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. I'm George Wright III, and I'm here to provide you with your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and education so you can create your ultimate destiny. Thanks for being part of the Daily Mastermind today and making this a part of your daily rituals for success. Today is going to be the first episode of a 12-day series on the prosperity pillars. These, as you might remember, are the 12 principles for success that I created from my experience with different thought leaders, experts, and individuals in the field of personal development and financial education. My goal with this particular series is to help create a foundation for you in your life. So let's go ahead and begin. Principle number 1, I create my life. That's right, I create my life. And I want to start out with just a little quote from Jim Rohn, one of the fathers of personal development and one of my mentors. And the quote goes like this: "We all have two choices. We can make a living or we can design a life." How powerful is that? Let me repeat it again. We all have two choices. We can make a living or we can design a life. I mean, how many of us are just going through life on a day-to-day basis, living our life, making a living, doing all of these things without consciously designing or creating our life? That's why I've created principle number 1, I create my life. Which one are you doing? Think about that for a minute. Are you just making a living, getting by, or are you designing and creating the life that you were meant to live? Because let's be honest, your focus will determine the results that you're going to get. Do you ever wake up after weeks and weeks of working and you just think, man, where did the time go by? Well, here's one of the things I wanted to concentrate on today. But the principle around success that is one of the most recognized throughout time is the principle, or let's call it the secret, that your thoughts create your life. And if your thoughts create your life, you have to be asking yourself how consciously you're directing those thoughts. Because if you're consciously designing a life, then you'll have thoughts that take you towards creating your life. You have to remember that your thoughts will create feelings, which will result in your actions and create experiences which will reinforce beliefs that you have in your life. So you have to consciously be there every single day creating your life. Now, make no mistake, whether you're consciously creating your life or you're just living your life, something's being created. And I prefer to have a conscious effort in creating my life, and I think you do too. So let's talk about how you can create your life. Well, first of all, you have to believe you can do it. Now, a mentor of mine, Les Brown, used to always say, in fact, he still does, he says, greatness is within you. You see, every one of us has the power and the greatness inside us to create the life that we were meant to live. We have the ability to do this. You have to believe that. And in future episodes, we'll talk about belief. But if you have trouble with the belief right now, you can do a lot of different things we'll talk about here in a minute. But begin to surround yourself with successful people. Begin to surround yourself with a support group. Part of the reason I created the Daily Mastermind is so that you can have that on a daily basis. So first and foremost, you have to believe that you can do it. Second, you have to create daily activities which will empower you towards designing and creating your life. For example, daily rituals, having motivation, inspiration, meditation, affirmations, activities, learning, growing, anything that you can do that will continue to keep your focus on creating your life through your daily activities and ultimately creating habits, daily habits for success. This will help you to be able to create the life you're meant to live. And remember, energy is key. You have to be able to create some energy, and you can do that through physical exercise and creating a state of mental awareness that will give you the energy you need. So once again, first, you have to believe you can do it. And second, you have to create daily activities that will help you design your life. And one of the things you could do, for example, with affirmations, and one of the reasons I have the Prosperity Pillars poster, is that you can repeat time and time again these affirmations for success, like, I create my life. Go ahead and say that to yourself. Just say it out loud. I create my life. I create my life. It's empowering to be able to make these statements, these affirmations, these powerful statements that your mind will soak in and begin to start focusing on. It's really important to have empowering statements. Third, I'd like you to set some goals. Because here's the thing, if you don't have goals of where you'd like your life to be, well, chances are it's not going to end up where you want it to be. I always think it's interesting as you grow up, people ask you, what do you want to do? What do you want to do as you go through school? What do you want to do? What major do you want to have? What kind of job do you want to have? And I really think they have it wrong. A mentor of mine a long time ago told me it's not your thoughts as much as the questions you ask yourself that create your thoughts. So maybe ask yourself this question. Don't ask yourself what you'd like to do or what your goals are. What do you want your life to be like? Think about that for a minute. What do you want your life to be like? If you're going to start creating a life and designing a life, don't begin with what do you want to do for a living or what you want to have for material things or for relationships. Ask yourself what you want your life to be like. What emotions do you want to have? What type of lifestyle do you want to have? Who is it you want to have in your life? What type of empowering thoughts, memories, and actions do you want to have? Now, I believe that if you were to consciously create memories ongoing, then you're going to be creating a life of fulfillment, happiness, and success. So I'd like to kind of empower you with a particular strategy for you to try today. I want you to think back and I want you to think about some of the things that have made you the most happy and the most fulfilled. And I'd like you to consciously set a goal for yourself to create a new memory. Create a memory that you feel like you can put inside your repertoire of memories that you've had throughout your life, and use that as a way to motivate yourself to consciously create your life. I really believe that if you'll do this and if you'll make the effort to create your life, you'll be far more successful, you'll be far more happy, and you'll be more fulfilled. That's our thought for today. My goal with this podcast and the Daily Mastermind mobile app is to provide you with the support and the tools you need on a daily basis to unleash your true potential. There is greatness inside you. I believe it's never too late for you to begin living the life you are meant to live. So have a great day today, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.